What's good, YouTube? It's the inspiration coming at you with another inspirational video, man. Let's sit back and deal with self real quick. The man in the mirror, which is something is pretty much difficult to deal with, is self. What is I'm not saying what, but who is the hardest person to deal with? It's self. Don't sit back and say your wife or your kids. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's self. Because a lot of times we got to see where we fit in the situation to sit back to fix another situation in a person. We fail to realize that we fix more in other people than what we fix in ourselves. We be so riled up and pissed off at what the other person has done to us rather than sit back and deal with ourselves. Let me tell you something real quick. Nobody, this is the man in the mirror now, nobody, you tell yourself that, say it to you, nobody can make me mad. Because guess what? And I always said it, and I said it in a lot of videos, and somebody probably saying it with me at this moment. You have the power to walk away and not deal with that person, regardless of who they are. You hear me? Say it again. You have the power to walk away from an individual, regardless on who they are. Because at the end of the day, you don't fit that person's shoes. That person don't fit your shoes. One thing that is true, though, that person puts their pants on the same way you put yours on a day-to-day basis. Everybody has a trial. Everybody has things that they deal with in their life, and it's not easy. Don't get me wrong. You know, I got an email the other day saying that he tried that positive crap before, so what's you know, and I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, so you walk around pissed off. Well, I didn't say that though. He's probably watching this video, and I hope he is. No disrespect. To walk around with a mindset that everything's positive all the time, you've already felt yourself. Now, to walk around with a mind, this is dealing with the man in the mirror. To walk around with a mindset that despite what's going on behind me and despite what's taking place at this moment, things are going to be all right. And I have to walk around with my chest out. I cannot let society see that I'm down because I'm dealing with somebody. That's that generational thing that we deal with in life. Because we sit back and we come across these moments and we want to walk around with our heads low. Hey, if you check it out and you look at yourself and you see where you come from, that's how they walked around in the past. Anything that you'll come across, guarantee you're stronger than that situation. Hey, you mean to tell me David is the only person that can overcome a giant? Everything's small to them. You know what I'm saying? You can overcome it. Regardless, where there's a will, there's a way. Trust me, if you're trying to start a business and you don't know how to start that business, let's get into these books and do some research on what needs to be done, what needs to take place at that moment. Research, redefining yourself and where do you fit in that business. Do I need to get me a mentor? That might be possible to help you on your journey. A lot of times that is possible. A lot of people, I'm stupid, I'm dyslexic. But within my trials, man, check me out. Within my trials of me being dyslexic and going through school, I found a way out of no way. How did I do it? I wasn't never God. I'm going to tell you the truth. Because a lot of times I know my papers was jacked up. Mr. Hayden, you put... No, I'm not going to get into that. Hey, but I'm telling you right now, everything that you go through is not that big. If I could sit back and tell you a high school dropout from gang violence come to Texas and get a degree, 3 degrees in 4 years can make things possible, it's possible. I have to sit back and overcome PTSD and depression almost every day. I'm just being transparent. I'm going to bring that to light more and more in my videos. I'm telling you, it's not easy by far. coming from a war to society. It's not easy by far. And big shout out to those soldiers out there. Shout out to the families that lost those fallen ones. Shout out to you. Hats off. I take a knee, sir. I take a knee, ma'am. But everything that happens to us in life is meant to take us somewhere. Now, if you let that situation stop you in your tracks, you might lose something. You might lose a part of you. That something might break you down and have you in that place for the rest of your life. I see it all the time. It's something, a lot of doctors don't want to sit back and tell you. You can overcome what you're going through. You don't have to take this pill. Doctors will hate me for saying that, Throw them out. Let's see how can we find our triggers. How can we get up out of this bed of affliction and sit back and say things are going to be okay even though I'm going through at this moment. Let me find ways of dealing with myself before I deal with a person or let's say society, man. Let's just go ahead and say society. Hey, within sit back and dealing with yourself as far as being a man in the mirror, are you being or becoming? Being is stagnant. It's just not doing nothing, not trying to make yourself grow. And please believe I'm not looking down on nobody for where they are at this moment. I'm just trying to get you to see things different. Being is blaming somebody else for your own faults. Like I said at the beginning of the video, not looking at yourself in situations. Not taking that time out to sit back and study for the test that you need to, not researching what you need to research for your business can skyrocket. Not reading those necessarily books, or listening to your significant other about things that need to be done in the household, in the marriage, or in your friendship, or with your children. Because please believe me, it starts there. It starts with your kids because as you put things into them, I guarantee you they're going to grow up a certain way. Guarantee. Being. That's just being. I'm sitting around, I'm watching TV, I got this remote, Instead of sitting back looking at these things that I need to do to push me, to launch me, to push me, becoming. Here we go. Becoming. Growth. It's all in that. I'm reading, I'm researching, I'm talking, I'm communicating, I'm sitting back, I'm praying, I'm meditating, whatever, you see fit that puts you in a certain place in life. We have a purpose and it's meant to grow. We wasn't meant to moonwalk. We wasn't meant to walk backwards. What we gonna do? There's something behind me. I might hit my head. We were always meant to move forward in life. Life and time doesn't rewind. It goes forward. It goes forward. Do you mean to tell me I'm going to sit back with the same mindset that I had yesterday and today? No, I have to see things different because this is a different day. With a different day comes a different light. You hear me? And a different time. It comes a different person with me every day. I walk somewhere, I go somewhere. Hey, how you doing? Regardless on how I feel at that moment, I'm going to say I'm outstanding. I'm good. Now some, just getting by, just another day. Well, you can do that, but I'm great. Let's go. I'm living. I'm telling you, I'm living. But anyway, man, let's sit back. Let's define who we are as a person, regardless on what we need to do and what needs to take place in our lives. Let's look at who we are. Let's set the purpose in our lives. What we need to find for ourselves, not for somebody else. And it's me telling you, even though I'm shooting this video, that's me telling you. Let's look at ourselves. I'm even telling myself this. What can I do to get to the next level, man? I'm telling myself this as well as people on this video. And I pray to God that it's helping somebody. Pray to God. But anyway, please like, share, subscribe. If ain't nobody told you you was great, I'm telling you, you great right now. You know I'm telling you right now, you great. The wind is not too far from where you are right now. If you see it, it's light. You see it. Just keep pushing. There's no time frame of when your success is gonna come about. It took me years to pass the ASVAB test, which is a goal that I wanted, and I wanted so bad. It took me years to pass that ASVAB test to get into the Army. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I got dyslexia. Y'all know, I said it. Sometimes it takes a little bit time for things to just blossom. Allow that time to take place in your life. This is the 2, man.